Beautiful day it is down here at the river. Where are we?
We're down near the river, Pioneer River,
Pioneer River in Mackay.
the boardwalk.
And we just decided to come for a bit of a wander and
We've bought all the
smooch
fruit.
over here. We just gone down to Misfits and bought our fruit and everything, and just had an inkling to come down here and just sit down and soak up a bit of the day.
Yeah, I bought 9 figs. Got to
Mrs.
have figs in number 9.
She's got the fig.
That's what the medical medium said. So
My
it
girl.
walks up 9s. And numbers is a universal concept. So
Well, we're just talking about, be careful what you wish for, and I've always wanted to have, where it's freedom and relaxation and stuff like that. And Anne just brought that up. That's why I put the camera on. But I don't remember putting in, dying or anything like that. I'm pretty sure that wasn't in my itinerary. So you just got to be careful what you hope for. I'm just going with the fact that this has been a major wake-up call for me and stop going down the road I was going.
it's just the beginning of another
So
journey.
it's another step in life. So, and to take more time. Like, we would not normally do this. I'd be at home, I don't know, doing something, and then the whole day would flutter away and we wouldn't take a moment of it to spend in nature and enjoy ourselves.
But
So
since it's happened, this week's been really, really slow, hasn't it?
that's a good point.
It's only a week.
It's only a week, and it feels like I've not been back to work in a month. It's just the whole week has taken so long.
And we've had your daughter come up, we've had the grandchildren.
I've had friends, people I've caught up with. I've had a shamanic healing. I've had yesterday I had the Akashic Records reading yesterday. It was just amazing the amount of people that have come out in support.
And when you do confide in people, you find out little tiny bits of information that can lead you down healing paths as well. So don't just keep everything to yourself.
Yeah.
Let people help.
Yeah, originally I wasn't really keen on saying anything to anybody, but what the hell.
And you're helping people by speaking to them too, because like he said on his talk before, people are looking to us and seeing that we've got a very bad situation, and we're going for the fruit and for the natural healing and for the healing of the spirit as well. And they're saying, hey, maybe there is something in this, and that's a good thing. And people are taking their lives into their own hands.
Yeah.
So even though the prognosis looks pretty grim, you've got to take your health into your own hands, no matter what it is, because they don't know everything.
No, and the thing is that seemed to have been forgotten over the, I don't know, last 100 years or so. We've kind of forgotten that this body that I live in was perfectly designed to take care of itself. The misconception where they say it attacks itself, I find exceptionally difficult to believe. And also there's so much information out there that says we don't. It's not really attacking itself, you're just diagnosing it incorrectly.
Yeah.
It's not attacking itself, it's attacking a virus or something that's
The immune
attacking.
system only attacks virus and pathogens.
It's not designed to kill itself, it's as simple as that. So I've been fortunate, I suppose, in getting an issue that's non-curable. So I can't rely on pills and potions and whatever other junk they want to pump in you.
It doesn't have to go down the medical route with this.
So going down this avenue, I've gotten the opportunity to only go the one road that I can go, and that's natural. So
it's not that we're doing something different and we're going against what the medical says you have to take and have to do, because they don't have anything for you. So we're not going against the drugs. And then if you do have drugs, then people will say that it's the drugs that are actually doing the job and not the alternate therapies.
So in a lot of ways I've been fortunate, I suppose you could call it fortunate, to get the disease I've got. So so it's only early days, like I've said before, but this is just a beautiful Saturday.
Enjoy the quiet and the peace, and listen to our Holosync.
My lovely wife's got some music playing for us.
HOLOSYNC from, what's the institute?
Can't think of the
It's
one.
brainwave entrainment, and this one's on perfect health. So
I can't remember who did it. It was a scientist. or a doctor, one of the two over in America that created this place.
Because Holysync I listened to years and years ago, and it's made me calm. Ever since Dave's known me, I've been a very calm person, and it did change my
It used to
mind.
drive me bonkers how calm she could be. But
So,
anyway,
just Google it. HOLOYSYNC.
SYNC.
Yeah, Holysync.
So yeah, well worth it. There's an institute. I can't think of the institute, but the institute's in America.
Yeah.
So anyway, have a beautiful day. We'll
catch you in
get
the
back
next
to you
video.
when we leaving, I suppose, tomorrow morning. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
What a fantastic day. Taking the time out just to soak it up.
Okay, we're going to start a video in David's walking. Now he just was walking up steps and felt a bit better getting up the steps than he normally does. And we have put together this walking stick.
My old hiking stick I use.
Yeah, the hiking stick. So he mainly uses this so that when we're standing around, he's got something to lean on. That's what he has the problem with, leaning on something. So we'll just keep our eye on this. The twitching's getting better, and his hand's a bit stronger, and he feels he's got more strength in the legs. So we just keep an eye on what's going, and we'll
still can't get the old foot to lift. I can't make this.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, I just can't make it.
This is the first of many videos, so we'll just document it all for you.
Yeah. So this is sort of like my start of a morning. It's a bit more fancy because my lovely wife's here at the moment. But one of the things she's told me is you combine avocado, and I have what do they call them, pink ladies. Okay, these are pink ladies. So the combination, so this is my first whack at it, and this is I think it's a medical medium, I think, said to try this combo.
Yeah, we're going to go through the fruits. So we've got some melon here. Okay, melons are so critical to the healing process, and when someone is struggling with health conditions and can't get better, the outcome may be well hinged on whether or not melon is part of his or her diet. And of course, a lot of people don't eat melons all the time. You know, you'll get a melon in season or a melon here and there, and you don't think about it. Melons are one of the most alkalizing foods. The foods are highly bioavailable and bioactive. They have trace minerals, and the body's detoxification processes becomes amplified, driving out traces of DDT, other pesticides, herbicides, and heavy metals from deep within the organs.
I think this is a honeydew, this one. And normally I don't sit down here and just eat bits and pieces. Normally I'll cut half a melon dew and then just have the whole thing on its own and just spoon it out and just eat it whole. I mean, there's Dr. Morse in America. He basically tells when you're doing a full detox, actually eat the actual each melon on its own, not as a group like I'm doing here, but then it seems to be what I do anyway. I had my friend over here while I was yakking to him yesterday, and I had him a big Mountain Dew in front of me, and I was just chewing it and eating it out of a spoon, and it's great.
On the spiritual side, melons also give you emotional support. So if you're frightened or having problems with fear and being depressed, all that sort of
and
stuff.
maybe being a bit upset about maybe having ALS, maybe it might help you.
Yeah, so they're very good for that, and they're what's called mother's milk.
And this puppy here, I'm not a great fan of the standard papaya. I think it's a...
Pawpaw.
No, that's an Australian slang. It's actually a papaya. Oh, she's giving me the look. She's rolled her eyes at me behind the camera there. How rude. It's actually a papaya. We in Australia call it a pawpaw. But anyway, the standard ones, is it yellow skin, I think? It's yellow. It's a big fat one. This one here is the red papaya. Yeah. Anne got onto this a couple of years ago because I was not a fan. I don't like the other one. This is as yummy as hell. And it's the red papaya, but it's a lot thinner. It's not as fat.
And that's also really good with avocado.
Oh, it's yummy. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that too.
Passers-by at the supermarket usually ignore the humble little papaya. Little do they know that by avoiding this fruit, they're missing out on a piece of their salvation. If you are struggling with any kind of stomach or intestinal disorder, papayas cannot be beaten. They can reverse colitis, Crohn's, IBS, ulcers, gastronomic things, spasms, liver disease, and pancreatitis.
Oh, and they also just taste good.
Yeah, and they also kill off a lot of E. coli and such likes.
How about the
Just hang on. They're the number one fruit for digestibility. So each papaya contains more than 500 undiscovered powerful digestive enzymes that support the pancreas and digestion and mend the walls of the intestinal tract, reducing inflammation and preventing scar tissue from forming.
See? And it's all in this beautiful little piece of fruit.
Yeah, there's so many things in fruit that people don't know of. And the amino acids and enzymes combined create undiscovered subcompound photochemicals and repel viruses, because we're all suffering with a lot of viruses that we don't know that's there. And
that's all due to our diet, you know, our Western diet.
And
this is to bring us back to where we should be.
But, you know, the doctors or the medical researchers haven't found out all the things that they can do.
Yeah, you've also got to have the money to be injected in it before they can actually do the research.
Yeah.
So,
and
you know,
the papayas also contain potent and yet undiscovered coenzymes that enhance the alkalinity inside the intestinal tract.
what about apple?
This is just information coming from the medical medium. So if you're suffering with an illness, check out the medical medium. There's a book. You can get the book on Kindle, which is a lot cheaper. He's on Facebook and he has got a website. So
very interesting man, Nathan.
Apples I know are really good for detoxifying your liver, and it's a good idea to have at least 2 apples a day if you can. Okay. So never underestimate the power of an apple. This fruit's anti-inflammatory properties make it a top pick when you're faced with practically any illness, from brain inflammation to intestinal inflammation and viral infections, which can cause nerve inflammation. Okay,
That helps me.
There are just a few conditions in which apples can play a critical, unconditional role of calming your system by reducing viral and bacterial loads that create inflammation.
Wow, look at that.
The photochemicals in apples make them a true brain food, feeding neurons. There you go. That's why I told you to eat it the other day. And increasing electrical activity.
She got the finger out and said, "You have apples."
Apples with red skin, which is what you're eating now, contain anthocyanins and even traces of malvidin, a type of anticlimadin.
That's too technical for me.
Yeah, anthocyanidin, which are partially responsible for the red color. These pigments have anti-obesity properties and compounds that increase digestive strength, encouraging weight loss. Apples also have traces of flavonoids, the flavonoid rutin and quercetin, photochemicals that are responsible for heavy metal and radiation detoxification, as well as the amino acids glutamine and ceramine, which help detoxify the brain of MSG. The fruit helps cleanse and purify the organs, improve circulation in your lymphatic system, repair damaged skin, and regulate blood sugar.
Wow.
Apples are the ultimate colon cleanser. As the pectin from an apple moves through your gut, it collects and rids your body of microbes such as bacteria, viruses, yeast, and mold. It also gathers and expels putrefied, impacted protein and debris that has been hiding in the intestinal pockets and feeding colonies of harmful bacteria such as E. coli. This makes apples an excellent anti-proliferative for healing SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, and other digestive disorders.
Well, while we're up in the A's, do you want to have a look at avocado?
The mighty avocado. The avocado is the mother fruit, whether you have a taste for it or not. It's vital to appreciate avocado as the foundation of the pantry, the conductor of the symphony, the strongest link in the chain, the landmark, the soul of other foods. It's wonderful that the avocado has gotten attention in recent years for their health benefits. They go far behind what's reported, though you don't know food until you understand the avocado. Even though the skin of most avocados is inedible, it is loaded with hundreds of undiscovered phytochemical compounds, many of which are infused into an avocado flesh as it grows. Some of these phytochemicals are isothiocyanates, which are involved with the color of the yellow-green flesh and help restore stomach and intestinal linings. When you are suffering from digestive disorders of any kind, avocados can come to the rescue. Easy to digest, their creamy flesh is the ultimate gut soother for those with food sensitivities, Crohn's disease, colitis, or IBS. Avocados possess anti-inflammatory compounds that have an aspirin-like quality within thinning the blood. This reduces narrowing and swelling of the digestive tract. This fruit also helps polyp-reducing properties, helping you to prevent or rid yourself of these small growths of the intestinal lining.
Yeah.
They are amazing for the brain, a healthy source of omega-6 fatty acids. They can help restore the central nervous system and alleviate Alzheimer's and dementias. Eating avocados also has an anti-aging effect on the skin, reducing dryness, giving you a healthy glow, and contributing to the disappearance of dark under the eye circles. They also contain anti-radiation agents that are photoestrogenic, meaning they can stop estrogen-related reproductive and colon cancers. Avocados' benefits go far beyond what I have room to include. Suffice to say, you want avocados in your life.
Got the avocado.
Although a lot of these things that we're eating have properties to fix the gut and stuff like that, we know that what Dave has is mainly caused by toxins in the body, and it's very important that we get his body detoxified and that his gut or his intestinal area is working ultimately, and his liver, so that he can deal with whatever's going on in his body. Okay, so that's enough information for now. So
I'm just going to finish off my brekkie and then get on with my day and get organised so we can get out of here.
yeah, so make sure, guys, so you get onto your fruits. Don't be frightened of fruit, you know. All this sugar bullshit going around at the moment. The fructose and fruit is not all sugar. It's full of phytochemicals, and it's full of proteins and antioxidants. It's full of so many things, and mainly water. So, you know, you get more sugar when you have a soft drink. So get the fruit into you.
Yep.
And even try it for a week. Just eat fruit for a week and see how you feel.
Yep. And I can tell you, your energy levels definitely come up. I've been on it a week now, so it's really kicking in.
And he's done a fantastic job. I'm very proud of you, Dal.
Especially when the rest of your family and other people sitting down eating, you know, I don't know, nice hot dinners, and you're sitting there smelling it.
Yeah, but I'm starting to eat the fruit as well now. So yeah.
Yeah, and it's a natural food. These are like you know how they have the pharmaceutical pill to get you healthy? Well, this is like a natural, given to you by nature pill for healing. So, you know, this sugar stuff's a load of rot. Yes, it has sugar in it. Everything has sugar in it. Well, I shouldn't say that.
Because your brain is mainly sugar. You have a few things in your brain that it's got a fatty sheath. And you get that from your fruits and vegetables anyway, from your avocados and your coconut, and there are bits of fat in everything. Yeah,
your life's not going to fall apart when you go to fruit.
No. Okay, so we'll see you in the next video. Bye.